Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, and I know a lot of you guys are just sitting and watching and not hitting the like button, so please hit that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out that Patreon link down below in the description. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple stock, it's down 0.75%. So Apple here, you can see it's getting to a level where Apple needs to hold this support 180. If not, this head and shoulder pattern will play out and Apple can dump even more all the way down to possibly 166. So this is going to be your line in the sand going into tomorrow on Apple. 180. Below that, 177, 173. Above 180, Apple needs to get that bounce over 183. And soon as we get that and Apple can hold 183, then we can talk about some more upside, possibly up to 185.74 to this 20-day moving average, and then this gap 186.79. Until then, guys, just watch Apple here at 180, and this needs to hold right here on Apple stock. If not, you're going to see a lot more selling on Apple. And we all know that Apple sells off, market will slowly come down, and Nvidia cannot just stay up and keep the market up all the time. On Amazon stock, it's absolutely flat on the day, and Amazon got up to a new 52-week high today, 176.37, and now trading at around 175. So you're line in the sand here on Amazon. As long as Amazon can stay above 173, we could see a move all the way up to 180 on Amazon. Soon as Amazon breaks below 173, then watch out for the support down here. 13-day moving average 171.24, and then this gap down here 170.23. We also have strong support down here at 167 on Amazon. And here's my X account, and if you guys are on there, you can give me a follow right here on X, and there is no subscription, nothing you got to go through. It's totally free, and I do share lots of information on X, including plays like this one, which is actually a loser today, and you can see, and I thought maybe share a losing trade also here, and you guys can see that PANW we got in at 940, and this thing was going up, and finally I got the news that Nancy Pelosi got in here on PANW with calls, and that was end of it, guys. Closed it. It was a loser, and then we also had some swing trade right here that actually saved the day. You can see AMD I got in last week at 182, 170 puts, and this one paid. And then also some shares, two shares that we got in below $16, and today sold around 17 for a nice juicy profit. And that is why every day you cannot win everything here in this market. So if you guys are interested, and especially if you're into trading and you want to learn more and be a profitable trader, check out that link down below in the description for Patreon. On Tesla stock is up 3.87%, and we got a big bullish engulfing candle with some high volume buying today, just like it did right here. But this one here, we got no follow through. After getting a big bullish engulfing candle with some high volume buying, this thing actually gave up all the gains, came back down to 189, and now it's going back up in the same fashion. So are we going to see a Tesla breakout very soon? Definitely possible, and do not rule that out, because Tesla can run multiple days. Just like we have seen before, multiple times, Tesla can have a multi-day rally, guys. So here on Tesla, critical level to watch on a pullback right here, 5-day moving average 195.46, 194, and then white line 20-day moving average 191. Now as soon as we get that breakout and Tesla can actually hold 200, then watch out, this Bollinger Band on top will expand, and then you're going to see Tesla going up to this gap 206.77, and once we get up here, Tesla can easily move all the way up to 212 to even 216.36 to retest this 50-day moving average right here on Tesla. On Microsoft is down 0.68%, so Apple coming down, Microsoft coming down, but look at Nvidia. there is no significant pullback, and that is why this market is still up and running. Now, if you look at my screen, and you can call this a mini head and shoulder right here, we got this left shoulder, head, and right shoulder right here on Microsoft. And so far, it's holding above 5-day moving average, which is sitting at 407. So that's going to be support to watch. And just below this support, Microsoft can dump all the way down to this gap, 402.29. And then we also have support down here at 400. 397.72 lower Bollinger Band, and then this gap all the way down here 390.11. Now to the upside, Microsoft needs to hold 407, also needs to break 410, and then we could see a move up to 413, possibly up to even 415, and another fresh new all-time high, which is unlikely to happen this week. On Meta, it's down 0.47%, so Meta trading inside this box or this range and bottom of this range, and the support 452 and strong resistance right here at 490. So until this thing actually breaks out or breaks down below this range, you cannot play this. You can scalp right here and you can make some money, but you cannot go long and you cannot go short until this thing actually breaks out of this range or breaks down below this range, which is 452. So going into tomorrow's session, we do have support rising 5-day moving average right here on Meta, 478, and below that 13-day moving average 474, and then this gap just under 470, to be exact 469, and then we have support right here bottom of this range 452. Now as long as Meta can stay above 478, watch out for that breakout over 490. And soon as we get that on Meta, this thing can move all the way up to 500 and possibly even higher, all the way up to 520. And don't forget, they have that buyback in $50 billion, guys. So that can push the stock even higher once we get that breakout over 490. On AMD, it's down 0.29%, and I actually took some profit on my puts today because AMD and Nvidia, you cannot trust overnight. There might be a gap up, so your puts will get toasted unless you take profit at the right time, and that is what I did on AMD today, getting rid of my puts today and locking in some profit. So here on AMD, guys, you're lining the sand to the downside at strong support. I would say 173 20-day moving average right here, this white line. Below that, you're going to see a dump off all the way down to this gap, 164.90. As long as AMD can stay above 173 and also can get that breakout over 180 and then possibly over 184, you're going to see a move all the way up to 195. But for that, and I said it before also, this Bollinger Band on top will have to expand even higher, and then we could see that move on AMD. So far, it's getting a Bollinger Band squeeze. Lower one sitting right here at 163, 164, and the upper one, you can see it's not moving higher, sitting right here at 182. So AMD, the range right now here on AMD, 164 to 184, and until we get a breakout over 184, it's not moving higher. And also, until AMD getting a breakdown below 164, you're not going to see AMD coming down and filling this gap down here at 148.75. So play AMD once we get that breakout or the breakdown right here to the downside. So Netflix going up 0.70%, getting up to almost 591, but end of the day coming back and closing below the resistance right here, 588. Once we get a clear breakout over 588, Netflix can go all the way up to easily 600. Below 588, watch the support, rising 5-day moving average, 581.63, and then this gap, 575.78. We also have strong support at 564, and then this gap down here at 559.20. On Nvidia stock, it's up 0.35%. Early in the morning, we saw a rally on Nvidia all the way up to 806. And look at this rejection from this upper Bollinger Band, which is sitting at 806, came back all the way down to 785, and now trading at 790.92. So going into tomorrow's session here on Nvidia, you need to watch 780 to 782 as a support, and to the upside it needs to get above 800, and once we get above 800, Nvidia can run all the way up to this high 823.94, and below 800 watch the support 780 to 782, and soon as Nvidia breaks below that level you're going to see a huge dump off all the way down to 745, and that would be also a retest of this breakout, guys. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated going into tomorrow's session.